I think policy is really important to create the certainty in the environment for people to develop new techniques and to be able to have common rules and standards for their marketplace, for a big market, be able to know and feel certain of their production, of the safety rules, and to be able to use the food chain in a way that it will always go back to the source, so that we can prevent any issues that there might occur, and also to make sure that people will feel there is quality and trust in the food chain, especially in Europe. I think that Europe can lead in quality and trust, which means we can play a leading role in terms of using the digital era and the new technologies in the best possible way to, for example, buy a cotton, to use less water. This would also help to achieve the clean water goal, and zero hunger, to be able to have bigger production for maybe even using less land, but also to be able to have more proteins, to be able to feed everybody. And every food waste we have, it's food waste because we didn't have the proper distribution. So I think we can improve everything, and Europe should lead. We have to create a space where data can be exchanged easily. We can have IoT used by the farmers, and we have to show that farmers are now scientists, they are modern, and they use smart farming to improve their production, and this can affect everybody's lives and health. I do believe that in Europe we can lead in terms of quality, especially, and branding this quality, because we do feel that globalization make people feel not safe about the origin of their food and the quality. For example, you can have fraud organic products. At least in Europe, you know that you have these rules and you have regulation that will make sure what you get on your plate is exactly where it is from. And we have new tools now like blockchain and a lot of funding to improve supply chains, to reduce the cost, and improve the quality in everything, transparency of where your food comes from, and to change your nutrition into the best possible way, less artificial products, more natural products. I do believe that Europe is taking bold steps ahead and now planning the new budget. We're trying to use the traditional agriculture budget to take it through the innovation budget, and I think this is also important. Blockchain is a new technology that is an infrastructure, so you can basically automate procedures and have smart contracts that you don't need intermediation to sign them. They can happen very fast, which means you can have sensors in your products, and they can inform with a timestamp where each product has been. And you don't need to have, paperwork, and it makes it so difficult to trace something back. So it can improve the supply chain. You can always have a lot of data using this new technology. You can have smart contracts instead of unlimited paperwork. And also you can have sensors, so you can use a combination of new technologies, artificial intelligence. Blockchain is peer-to-peer sharing, basically, of value, which means you can get paid on your mobile phone, in your wallet, without having to go through intermediaries, or you can even sell online and get access to the value of your product instead of having to go through associations. So I do believe it can actually revolutionize the supply chain, and the philosophy of the technology is that you automate and you use digitalization to improve every step you need to take. One of the main things we have to do to improve digitalization is to make sure that everybody has access to the internet. There is enough energy and an environment where they can share data, to use this data, and of course to educate farmers how they can use these technologies. So having a decentralized distributed database, which is the blockchain basically. It means you can make contracts without this intermediation, and we have Europe that will try to create open platforms of on blockchain for everybody to use. So we're going to have pilots taking the risk and asking from farmers and everybody that is involved in the agri-food chain to support and provide us with ideas, innovative ideas to use these technologies and improve their work. So we have to work together. These are solutions that come by discussing and by realizing the potential of the technology and understanding also the problems that we need to solve. So if we have the problems, we do have the tools, we have to put everything together, take the risk with the funding of Europe and make sure we will create new growth, a new value. Well, first of all, we do need policymakers to support innovation and budget for agriculture, for smart farming, precision agriculture, and using blockchain infrastructure, give financing and funding. I think we are moving fast, maybe not fast enough, but at the same time we're trying to have a more harmonized Europe. It used to be just a big market. We have to have common policies, and in agriculture especially, to be able to have positive competition and positive disruption. I do believe we can succeed that, and we need educated policymakers. Forums like that are actually really helpful because every day we learn something new and we try to improve also our legislation.